Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we have a doe, and they're not sure if it's a Jane Doe or a John Doe that was found in Las Vegas, Nevada. And they don't know the estimated age range. They don't know the estimated year of death, estimated PMI, and nothing like that. Don't know if it's a male or female. A homeless person made contact with the Union Pacific Railroad track inspector October 31st, 2021, informed of the skeletal remains and the smell in the culvert. The inspector contacted their dispatch that sent UPRR police officer to the area. So they found the body November 1st, 2021, and not recognizable, partial skeleton parts only. And no clothing found in or near around the body, or if it was, it's just not been typed in on here because I've noticed I don't know if they're not putting the information in or they just don't have the information. Because I don't think I've seen clothing or accessories listed with sizes or anything hardly ever, if at all, so far with the John Does and the Jane Does. So there might have been some, but I can't remember any. And then I'm wondering if the homeless person, when did they notice the smell? Was it recently? Is that why because they just started to notice the smell? Or had it been a while? And it says partial skeletal parts only. So then I'm wondering, well, how long does it take for a person to smell when they die? And it says it begins within 24 to 48 hours to smell, and it intensifies anytime between 4 and 10 days. And, you know, I don't know if you've ever had a dead rat get in your car in the air conditioner system where you can't get to them, and it smells so bad. And then it takes like 2 weeks before it stops. And I don't know if that's the same with a person or not. So then I thought, well, maybe it was somebody that had died recently, and I don't know, and then you don't know if the animals were there. So I looked and I didn't see anybody reported missing in the state of Nevada between August 1st, 2021 and November 21st, 2021. There's nobody reported missing in the state of Nevada. So I don't know if someone went missing and they weren't reported missing, or if it was a homeless person that died and nobody knew they were missing, right? Nobody knew because they didn't know them. They weren't aware of them. They weren't familiar with the area they stayed in or anything like that. So then I looked at the other people that were actually reported missing, and of course, before that I have Quillonia and Dunlap. She went missing June 15th, 2021. We also have David Lee too. He went missing May 1st, 2021. We have Anthony Paul Smadzinski. He went missing March 20th, 2021. And we have Paul Ryan Maley. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right. He went missing February 24th, 2021 from Reno, Nevada. So, just pretty far away. And I will scroll down so you can see some of the information. I'm surprised there wasn't any clothing found on or near the body. And I just don't know if there wasn't any or if it's just not been input. Because maybe they have a different program where they keep the information. And so maybe they don't feel like it's a priority to enter that information here. Or maybe it's possible. So, anyway. So those are the people that we did have missing. And I'm just thinking that maybe it's somebody that was just another homeless person that was sleeping in that area, right? That something happened, maybe they passed away, nobody knew they were missing. So maybe that's why there wasn't anybody reported missing between August and November. And I just don't know. There's just no way of knowing, is there really? So if you have any information about who this Jane Doe or John Doe might be, please contact the Clark County Office of the Coroner, Medical Examiner, or the Sheriff's Department or the Police Department. and there's a phone number for one of them, 702-455-3210. You could email them and CC them, Maybe you want to email and CC a police and a detective and a sheriff and a medical examiner. Maybe you want to write them letters. So you remain anonymous. Maybe you don't want, But if any information you have, let them decide what's relevant. Let them decide what's important if you know who this might be. If you have any idea about who those missing people might be, please contact authorities with that information, even if it's hearsay. Don't forget to pray for their families and their loved ones who don't have closure, who don't know what happened to their loved one, who's never been able to have a funeral, never been able to scatter their ashes for their loved ones, and they just don't even know what happened to them. Feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.